Greetings, folks. How are you? I'm coming at you on Wednesday, the 24th of March. Man, this time just flies. I'm going to hit you with another piece of music to start this one off. This music is love. I think of my parents when I hear this music, so excuse me. Well, I wasn't expecting this. I know both my parents would be very happy to see their children, all of us, how we're doing in our various states. They didn't get to hear any of my music. I played music with my dad, but my mom was deaf, so she never heard a note. I need to make a correction. I'm kind of embarrassed, but it led me to taking care of something that needed to be taken care of. So after I spoke yesterday about the mix by Kraftwerk, I thought to myself, now let me make sure of this now, Let me make sure of this. So what I did was I have several turntables, and the best one is in the living room, okay? I have a workhorse turntable here, a USB. And I call it my workhorse because it's right here and I can, I spend a lot of time here. But I took this out and played it on my good turntable, the Pioneer PL145, and oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, folks. I misspoke. This is much better than the CD. As a result, I checked my cartridge and it's like, shit. I had a spare, so I changed it out on this turntable here. Didn't realize that much of a difference. So I really feel responsible for correcting myself. You can hear the work that they put in on this. This is better than the CD. And so I just want to get that out there, Some of you folks may have already found out for yourselves by A-Bing it. And it's like, I'll be the first to admit when I'm wrong. In other news, I trust my instincts really pretty strongly. And so I'm waiting about another week before I sign up to get a COVID vaccine. A lot of people are getting it. A lot of my friends are getting it and have gotten it so far. No big problems except for a few people I know who have gotten really sick, but they've recovered. And I don't know if I shared this, but because of my last job in mental health, I had to get a flu shot every year. The last time I got a shot, it almost killed me. It was really traumatic, almost hospitalized, and I couldn't work for a couple days. So I'm a little hesitant. And I really have no faith in the American system of anything. I'm sure you can understand why. And if you don't. I'm kind of babbling this morning. But I think that's the way I do this. I'm not interested in taking requests and getting a list of what people want me to do. I'm here doing what I want to do. Talk to you about what I want to talk to when I want to. And that's a good thing. I've spent a lot of my life serving others. A lot. So, okay. Some records from yesterday and the day before. And also I went and bought some records, some markdown records. But I saw this being posted online and I thought to myself, do I have that record? And sure enough, I do. This is filed under Psych. What this is a band that started out that probably played sock hops, playing soul hits for the kids. They still do one on here. Please Don't Set Me Free. But then they go Psych. There's a song on here called Symphonic Psyche. And it's trippy. It's good. This is not an original. But I had forgotten. I bought this 10, 12 years ago. But it's a red vinyl reissue. It's not a bootleg either. So I had fun listening to this yesterday. It was a pleasant surprise. My favorite record store, Homer's, had a markdown bin that I hadn't gone to for a while, so I did yesterday. I found 3 things. I took a chance on a 4th one that I'm going to be trading back. Was happy to find this, the Gerbils, part of the Elephant 6 recordings group. This is the sound of white, nerdy white boys. And I mean that as a compliment. I'm a nerd, okay? But interesting sound from my phone. Okay, so that's must be some sort of prompt that I've never heard before. Anyway, this music is lo-fi. I've never heard my phone do this before. Oh, it's not the phone. I think I have a woodpecker outside, possibly. And if so, I'm going to get it. Okay, this is weird. Well, I'm going to try to put these together. This is weird. There's a woodpecker on the roof of my cousin's house next door, and it's pecking on the vent on top of the... You might hear it again. It's like I've had them attack my house too, but I go out and chase them away. It's weird. But I was telling you about the Gerbils. Anyway, this is real nerdy sounding, and yet at the same time I really like it. Lo-fi. I was just trying to explain. I can relate to these words. I don't listen to a lot of words, but this and this weird psychedelic sound. Did you hear that? Do y'all know about the one guy who calls himself Maps? I think he's out of England. I bought an album of his several years ago. Really like it. Don't listen to it much. This was marked down, and I didn't know about it. Colors Reflect Time Loss. This came out in 2019. He uses strings on here. I like this. I would say that in a way I think this is what Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark were after, but they just stayed real pop. I like OMD. But this, I don't know, this is cool. And he also does the thing where he'll take a turn with the melody unexpectedly. I love that. And the other thing that I got marked down yesterday, and I'm glad I waited because I really like Hot Chip. And I got their last album, Bathfull of Ecstasy, but I ended up getting the limited edition version. The main version came out with the cover all in white, encouraging people to color it in. This one, all the graphics from the inside out and the back, it's just on the front of the record, of the cover, and it's clear vinyl. I really like Hot Chip. They take a lot from black music and Prince, and yet it doesn't, but they take it somewhere else. It's kind of hippie to me. Hippie is a complimentary term when I use it. Hippy dippy lovey dovey sort of vibrations I get from Hot Chip. I love them. I'm going to stop here and try to join these videos together as one, rather than having to start over again. I think the main other message I want to keep giving is my dreams are really letting me know just how weird reality is, because dreams are better than reality right now, and that ain't good. And when I look around at the world, a lot of little things I'm seeing. Because of my background in mental health, I notice people's symptoms on the streets. I'm not talking about people listening with earbuds and headphones. I'm talking about folks who are having symptoms, talking to themselves, talking to their voices, gesturing. I'm seeing a lot more of it. I'm noticing erratic driving. I mean, driving was bad enough, but I'm noticing a difference in some of the driving. It's kind of frantic. There are other things that I'm noticing, even in social media. It's like, really? Are people forgetting how to talk to each other? Seems to be. So hold on to your shit, people. It's like we're not out of the woods, and yet we're making progress, it appears, with the pandemic. But it doesn't seem like we're making much progress with much of anything else. So hang tough, people. All right.